It's the morning after. Um, Went to court. It was pretty chill, you know. I didn't expect anything crazy to happen. I didn't. I didn't expect anybody to come out with any new information or anything. So everything that took place today in court was basically already lined up to happen, and I was there. I showed up. The actual court, it wasn't at the courthouse. It was fuck. The actual court was held in a high school. So we had court in a high school, and that was pretty chill. Um, Pretty cold in there. I'm not gonna lie, but everything, like I said, everything went well. It's just, uh, it's just sometimes people really don't understand the consequences of their decisions. And as I was growing up as a young guy, like I'm still growing up, learning new things every day. But my peeps always asked me why I make so much bad decisions, and I was like, whoa, 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 and I always fought with it. But I really never thought I made bad decisions until I started like getting injuries on my body and stuff like that, like broken bones and stuff like that. Then that's when I was just like, all right, what am I doing wrong? What can I do differently to make them think that I'm making better decisions? And so once I started thinking that, I broke like a couple more bones and then got like a couple more injuries. And then I think they were just like, all right, yeah, he's learning that he's making bad decisions and he needs to turn around from whatever he's doing or whatever's making him do these crazy decisions. And honestly, I really don't have an excuse for it besides I just was trying to have fun and do as most as I could as fast as I could. And that's truly my only explanation for it. But now that I'm a little older, I understand that you 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 have to take your decisions into your own hands, because if you always expect your girlfriend, your wife, or your mom or your dad to be there to correct you, then you're never gonna learn from your own mistakes. And even if it's someone like a stranger, like your neighbor, and they're telling you you need to get your shit together, you need to stop messing with this person or do better in this area, blah blah. I think it's not the person's job to make sure that you're actually, holding yourself accountable. It's your job. And if someone's telling you that, then that means you should listen and do as much as you can for yourself before you try to do for others. And so, truthfully, this guy's wife passed a long time ago, so I'm sure he's probably been looking for someone to tell him to do right. And I did my best. I asked him about, if he had a job. I asked him about what he likes doing. He told me he likes crushing cans and stuff like that, recycling. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, recycling is fucking awesome. That you can build a business out of that. And I was like, shit, maybe one day I could like help you with that. And I literally had this conversation with him. I was like, okay, shit, you like to crush cans? Okay, so why don't you do like a little like why don't you try to get like a little service, like a little like a small organ. I wouldn't even say business, because like it's pretty simple. You just hire a couple people to, give them your cans or whatnot, and you go from there. But he had a lot of excuses, like he's recovering from cancer and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But you can still be like thinking about it. Once you do fully recover from cancer, this will be something that you can just hit the ground running with, da da da. And I don't think he really was thinking on the same page as me. I think he was probably thinking that I was trying to intimidate him, business like wise, like intellectually. And so I don't think he really paid much attention to that. But another thing is, when I seen him in court today, I seen a different man. When I moved in here, I seen a very uplifted man that has um, no prior issues on his record. I really did see a clean guy. But the guy I seen today was he was not in good shape, and He looked worse than when he went in, and that's actually very, very bad. Jail time is supposed to make you look better. It's supposed to shapen you up, and it's to make you realize like what you're doing wrong. And basically, when I seen him, it didn't seem like he was like self-reflecting. I think he was still defending his innocence, and to the fact that the district attorney had to pull out a fucking the district attorney had to pull out literal pictures of the incident, and when I looked at it, it reminded me how bad it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are bad. This happened to me. That's literally what I was saying. I was like, this happened to me, like crazy. And so, I I didn't look him in the eyes not one time. I mean, I looked over to the defense table and I seen him, but I didn't look him in the eyes. But I was looking at his attorney in the eyes because his attorney was looking at me like, bro, don't. Like he asked me the first questions he asked me is like, all right, Mr. Caleb. I think he said, were you living at the house in December? And I was like, yes. And then he said, when is your birthday? And actually, he said, is your birthday December 24th, 1997? And I was like, no. And before I said no, I was like, wait, what'd you say? And then before he could answer, I was like, you said my birthday is on December 27th, 1997? And he was like, yes, that's what I said. And then the judge interrupted and he was like, well, he actually said the 24th, but we're all in this. So I was like, yeah, like don't like when you come at me and you over here defending somebody else who did something to me, don't come at me with the attitude. Like I know that you're defending a criminal and a felon, but do not come at me with attitude, making it seem like I did something wrong in the situation. And the district attorney had already she had already pointed out all the facts, like what happened. She let me, tell my side of the story. Everything was on the table. And then when he started his questioning, the felon's attorney started questioning me, trying to see if he can get anything out of me, like, just some foolish shit. I'll tell you about the craziest shit that he asked me. He asked me some wild shit, and this was like his last, like this was like his banger questions. Like he wanted to, like, when you're an attorney and you're going into a case, you gotta have your shit. You gotta have all the questions you're gonna use, and then all the questions you might not use, just in case you run out of the questions that you use. So it's like you gotta put down some pretty, like, I wouldn't say stern shit, but like you gotta put down like some pretty solid and direct shit. Like you gotta be like, if somebody hit somebody with a bat and they already talked about that, and you're trying to make it seem like that person did something wrong to get hit by the bat, or like they convinced the other person to like provoke them or whatever, that's a big one in court. If they can make you seem like you provoked the defense for doing whatever he did wrong, then they're gonna drive on that. And so basically I was just like, okay, I answered a few of his questions. The first few questions, like the first like hard question was my birthday. And he fucked it up. He really did, because I was just about to be like, yes, yes, sir. And he was gonna start picking up momentum. And he probably could have got further than what he did, but he fucked up on his first question. He was like, your birthday is December 24th, 1997. And I was like, wait, what? Did you say my birthday was December 27th, 1997? He was like, yeah, December 27th, 1997. He was trying to make me seem like a drug head, basically, like I wasn't paying attention. And then the judge was like, no, you said December 24th, 1997. And then I just shut up. And then the guy that was asking the retarded ass question, he was like, oh, yeah. Like, awkward, made it awkward. Honestly, broke his whole drive for momentum for anything. And so after he asked that, I was just like, yeah, sure. And then he asked me another one. And then I was like, okay, he's going light. And then he was like, okay, so how many beers did you have that night? Or he was like, when did you start drinking? And then he was like, how many beers would you say you consumed? I was like, no more than three. After I said the no more than three, he was like, oh shit, this is sticky. And then he kind of, bro, and between each fucking question, these niggas were like, I could literally hear the felon talking to his attorney, he was like, and then the fucking attorney would just wait for a second. He'd be like, so So you wouldn't say, well, he didn't say you wouldn't say you were drunk. He was just like, the next thing after you asked after the beers, he was just like, I think he said, I think he made like a little, like a small comment and was like, oh, I think he tried to change to my attitude and my behavior. He's like, so his denial of your request for a slice of pizza, which is just, this is all about. He's like, so his denial did not make you mad in any type of way. Like it didn't make you behave differently. And I was like, nah. I honestly wanted to see why he made it such a big deal that, I couldn't have a slice of his pizza. And so after that question, he was like, all right, I got to break the ice. I got to go in hard. He's like, so were you smoking marijuana that day? Or I think he said, how much marijuana had you smoked or something like that. I think he said, were you smoking marijuana? But I was like, no, I was not. And I said it like the microphone in that motherfucking room was perfect. It was some good shit. And he was like, how much marijuana did you smoke that day? And I was like, like nothing. I was not smoking that day. Like I'm almost certain that like I was kind of mad on my birthday because I didn't have any weed, and New Year's because I was just kind of like, I'm pretty sure I was just kind of broke. And I only had beer. I couldn't afford like to get no tree or nothing. I think I had just paid rent, and I was just chilling. I was like, shit, I got a 30 pack of beer. I'm chilling. Like I'm about to drink hella this weekend, and I had just started because my birthday, and I had waited because I was just like, all right, I'm gonna wait a little and then start drinking at night to where I can just pass out drunk, on my birthday. And so like a couple beers in, I fucking go out into the fucking living room, ask for a slice of pizza, and all this shit happened. So basically, long story short, he asked me like a couple more dumb questions, and the last killer question he asked me, the last question he asked me was, I had a okay, so the landlord, me and him, like we got fucking cool, bro. Like this nigga gave me two jackets, two jackets. The first one I lost working with my boss, and then this one I've been wearing. I wore that one to work too, but I just been wearing it because it's cold outside and shit. Like it's besides this one and another jacket that don't have this, it's the only jackets I got. And so I wore the thick one, which was his, but he gave it to me as a gift. And so the last after he asked the marijuana question, it was like kind of silent. Like you could tell they didn't have nothing left to ask. And the nigga was like, I heard a he was going crazy in his in his attorney's ear. He was telling that nigga some off the wall shit. I don't know what he was saying, but he was probably saying some dumbass shit. I could literally hear him. Like before he asked the marijuana question, I could literally hear the felon or the landlord. And I'm gonna call him a landlord. I ain't gonna call him a felon. I could literally hear him like being like, smokes and cigarettes. Oh yeah, and they tried to say I was drunk off of liquor and beer. Because that day I had gotten some beer, and then the landlord, for the first time ever, not ever, but in a long, long, long time, I'm telling you, like he said he ain't never drunk since like his 30s or 40s. And this nigga is like 60 or something like that, 50 or 60. I think he's like 50. But he looks older than that. I think he truly is because of what he be doing. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to what he don't do just cigarettes, because that's what I thought. I thought he was just a cigarette smoker. He don't smoke weed, and if he did coke, he'd probably be somewhere rich. So I'm gonna get to what he be doing. And so basically, they tried to say, they were like, so did you not consume any other type of beverage that night besides beer? And I was like, no, I didn't, because if I did, I would have mentioned that. I would have been like, I also took some shots of this and this and this, and it would have never got to that point. Because if I get drunk off of beer and liquor, hold on. If I get drunk off of beer and liquor, I'm not gonna be like talking to you. I'm gonna just like probably walk past you a couple times and leave you be. Because usually, if I get drunk off of that type of shit, I'm just like, you can tell me anything. You can be like, fuck you, you stupid ass N word. And I'd be like, oh, Okay, that's what's up. But if you say that to me now and be like, oh, is that how you feel? Why you feel like that? Because I'm sober, right? And so that night when he was like, you need to back the fuck up, I was just like, whoa, what's the problem, bro? Like, did I do something? Are you feeling some type of way? Blah blah blah. But basically, they tried to say I was drinking two different types of alcohol, and so from there, I was like, no, I didn't because I didn't have any liquor. I didn't have any money to purchase any liquor, and I didn't have any money to purchase any marijuana. So that marks off marijuana like completely because I would have had liquor and marijuana, which is the thing. I I drink and I smoke sometimes, and sometimes I drink liquor and beer at the same time, and then I'll smoke. But I wasn't doing that. I was just drinking beer because I knew that I wasn't gonna be smoking or drinking anything else. So I was like, okay, I can have a couple beers, and then a couple beers in, boom, all this shit happens. But back to what I was saying. They tried to say I was drinking his liquor because he had bought some Jack Daniels, and they were like, so you didn't consume any of his Jack Daniels that night? And I was like, no. Like he didn't offer me none. He didn't ask if I wanted a couple shots. He just got it, and I was looking kind of scared to ask for a couple shots, low key, because I mean, what fucking happened? Like my man threw a speaker at me for asking for a slice of pizza, so I don't know what he would have done if I would have asked for some fucking Jack Daniels. And so basically, um, they were like, "So you didn't take any shots of Jack Daniels?" And I was like, "No, but he had Jack Daniels." And that's what really fucked him up to ask the next question. When I said no, but he had Jack Daniels, that's when the district attorney was like, "Oh, this is a done deal." Like there was no conversation of him having any alcohol. Like that was not even brought up. It was just me, a drunk young guy, and an old landlord who threw a speaker at my head. But when I said no, he had the Jack Daniels, that was his shit. I could literally see the fucking district attorney like go like this. Like she went like this. But like it was like her body language. Cause when they asked that, he kind of formed it up to where he was like, the first question he asked, he was like, "Did you have anything else to drink?" That's when my district attorney was like, she kind of looked at me and was like, "Damn, I didn't ask him that. I didn't ask him if he like had any liquor." And I was like, "No." And then they were like, "Did you have any of his Jack Daniels whiskey?" And he tried to like say the whole thing to make it seem like, "Oh yeah, I might have had some of that." I was like, "No." But he had some Jack Daniels whiskey that night, and I know that was his property, that was in his possession that night. And then that's when his attorney was like his eyes got big. He looked at his paper immediately after I said no. Like he was usually you let the witness or whatever, the victim, say their whole story, and then you kind of go on from off of what they said. When I said what I said, I was like, no, that was his shit. He was like, fuck. And then when he did that, that's when I knew they didn't have anything else. And then they sprung this last one on me, which was, hey, it's wild. And I would have did the same thing too if I was facing 9 years in fucking jail or prison, whatever. After I was like, nah, I didn't drink his shit. Like I only had my shit that night. And like I said it so like I was mad. Like y'all need to get this nigga taken care of because this nigga's over here trying to make it still trying to make it seem like I did something wrong. So basically, fucking after they asked that, and I was like, nah, that was his shit. He had the Jack Daniels. I just had beer that night, so I'm good. That's when the district attorney was like, basically, she threw her papers in there. I was like, this is done. This is over with. This is finished. Like it's over with. Like this nigga had Jack Daniels, and the other niggas who lived here, they didn't know that either. I'm pretty sure they weren't paying attention to what he bought, but he had some Jack Daniels, and I'm glad that attorney brought it up because I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about whether he was drunk or not, but he also had Jack Daniels. And so from there, I was like, nah, that was his shit. And then he looked at his paper, and you could see the landlord or the felon. He was like, and then he was like, they basically kind of went silent for a little, and I was like, okay, so they got a little like a couple more questions they gonna ask. And I was like, I bet like what they gonna like what can you possibly ask from here? And so the jacket I had on was basically the landlord's, but he gave it to me as a gift. And I knew they was gonna ask about it. I knew they was gonna ask about it. I swear I looked up to see if they like had anything else, because the whole time, every time he asked me a question, I wouldn't even look at him. I would just look at the court stand and speak into the mic and kind of look at the district attorney, because she was kind of like, the good person. So like I wasn't trying to make it seem like I was gonna fuck up and say some dumb shit. So I was like kind of looking ahead and looking down at the table when I answered. But the last question after they talked about the Jack Daniel Hennessy or whatever was, "Are you not wearing his clothes right now?" And when he asked it, his finger, he was pointing at me like this, and the landlord was like leaned in. He was like, okay, so his attorney is right here, and then the landlord is right here. So the landlord leaned in, like basically leaned on his attorney's shoulder. And I swear he was like either like this or like this with him. I swear it looked like veins was coming out his forehead. He just wanted something. He just wanted it to like an inch for it to make me look like the bad guy. And I was like, no, this is mine. He gifted it to me along with another hoodie that I lost working with my boss. When I said that, I felt like everybody in the courtroom was just like, fuck it. This shit is out the window. Like this nigga needs to walk home with $1 million in his pocket right now for the rest of his life. Done motherfucking deal. And like after I said that, I was like, no, he gifted it to me along with another jacket that I lost working with my boss. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But nah. Long story short, that shit was short and quick. And I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I had to do was just go and show up today. But I mean, if they ask me to show up again, then shit, I'll show up. But there's there's a chance that he's gonna like plead not guilty, and that is happening probably today, or probably already happened. I don't know. But if he pleads not guilty, then we go to trial in front of a jury, and then the jury hears what we have to say, and then they decide his sentence and if he should serve, you know, the time that he's about to serve, because he's serving 9 years no matter what. But you know, they asked me how much time I want him to serve, and I didn't say nothing specific, but whatever he serves is gonna be excluded from what he serves for the case that is being heard right now. It's not on trial right now. It's being heard right now. So I think if he pleads not guilty, then we're gonna have to do another one in front of a jury. But if he pleads guilty, then there's a chance that he just does his time like starting today, and maybe he might get approved for parole. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but by the time you do a quarter to a half of that 9 year sentence, the shape that he's in, he either gets like really like good and fixes himself, or he just throws his shit away and just gets in some fucking jail fight and gets stabbed to death. Like, and that's what leads me to saying that I saw a different person in him today. I've met a few people around here in the small town office, and if they're not young like a little kid, they're doing meth. They're doing meth. It's just they're doing meth. And it's not because I'm just saying it. It's literally they have told me like they do meth. And I'm just like, oh. And it's like they trying to like put their arm around me and be like, oh yeah, you're good here. Like we good, we cool. Like you can just do it eventually. You don't have to. No, I don't fuck with nobody around here. And once I figured that out, and that's why everybody I see around here looks like fucking zombies and like skinny ass bums, it's because they doing meth. It's because they just don't have nothing better to do besides meth. So I live with a bunch of meth head users right now. Like amongst, I don't live with anyone. I live amongst a bunch of meth heads. And so when I went into the courtroom, I was just like, I had already been thinking about that this morning. I was like, well, and I thought about this before too, but I didn't want to just say like this is something that he did. But when you have cancer, it's just like you go to the hospital to get or to get treated, right? This nigga was like fighting it on his bed, like in the living room, talking about like I got cancer and I get it every year. And he's like, I usually just get really sick and it just goes away. And I'm like, I ain't never heard of no cancer that just comes and goes away after like a month or so. And if so, let me know what cancer this is, because you need to be giving this shit to some other people, because I heard cancer don't leave like that. And so basically, that's what he said. He's dealing with cancer. But then when I went in the courtroom today, I was like, there's this nigga don't. Oh, yeah. He also asked me, "Are you aware that he's recovering from cancer or some type of illness?" He said cancer, and then he said like something else, and I was like, no, I'm not aware." And then he was like, "Did he tell you that he has or had cancer?" And I was like, "Yes, but I'm not sure if he was saying that to help himself out financially, or if he's actually recovering from cancer." And that's another question that he was not expecting me to answer like that. So when I answered it like that, he was like, "Were you aware? Are you aware that he has cancer?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Are you aware that he has had cancer?" And I was like, "No." And then they were like, "Did he tell you he has cancer?" And I was like, "Yes, but I'm not sure if that is something that he used against me financially to gain leverage, or if he's really battling cancer, because I never really seen him go to the hospital. I never really had to, do much for him, which I wish I would have been able to do more for him, but he was just kind of like in his own bubble. And like I was going to say, when I went into the courtroom today, I know when someone has cancer because they play the victim. This nigga was like leaning on, he was like, it wasn't like a, "Oh, I'm so tired, I can't do this anymore." Like you can tell when somebody's like eyebrows, they kind of like slope down like this, and they're like, they look like they about to cry. Like I feel like those are cancer patients. Like you can tell within the eye structure. Like they'll be just you can just tell they ready to give up. This nigga was sitting there like this. Like he was mad. Like he was like distorted off of some shit. And I was like, the only thing that makes you look like that is withdrawals from a very, very hard drug. Not liquor, not cigarettes, not tobacco, not coke. Coke don't even make you do that when you stop doing it for a while. But when you stop doing meth, it'll make you look worse than when you were doing meth. Because when you do meth, it's like you're done. You already fucked up. You're over. You're finished. Completely done. But when you stop doing it and you go like cold turkey from it, like you get in trouble, you gonna look even worse. And he looked even worse. When you have cancer, your hair is not going to take years to fall out. It's going to fall out once you completely get diagnosed, because then you will start to get your treatment for it. And if he's been had cancer and he's been diagnosed, there's no way that his hair should still be falling out. And he doesn't have a completely bald head. He has like a fucking ponytail, and he has like frizzles. Like it was like frizzles, like little like strings of hair. Just like I can see him from where I was sitting. I was like, bro, like that shit is either in or out. It looks like it can't decide right now because it don't know what it want to do. Grow, stay, leave. Because when you get old, I feel like when you lose your hair, it's like, you get into that point, you let the aging take over. But when you do meth and you're that old, it's like you're reversing it. It's like you're reversing puberty. And you truly can't do that once you start puberty. Like if you are going into puberty and you like literally don't want to, I feel like there's kids out there that fucking done some bad shit and like messed up their puberty and like prolonged it. But when you're aging, it's like there's like nothing you can do to prolong your aging process besides meth and like some other shit like K2 and shit. Like I feel like that shit reverses your aging. But once you give up your aging, it's like you gotta let the hospital take care of it. You gotta go get your treatment, or else you're just gonna be fucking your brain up like really bad. Like that's one thing I've never tried to defeat or like change around is aging. It's like if you feel yourself getting old, you are getting old. If you feel yourself getting sturdy, you're getting sturdy. The most you can do about it is physical activity. There's no drug, there's no drink, and there's no amount of smoke that you can smoke that'll bring any of your youngness back. And I think meth heads think that they can just do meth and then everything will be all right. No, you're still going to get old. Your brain is just going to get really confused and it's going to make you look really bad. So going into that courthouse, going into that courthouse, I I saw like I saw that he is definitely a meth head, And I'm not judging him for that because I've met some cool meth heads. Like I'm cool with some meth heads right now. I let him take a shower upstairs like a couple days ago. Didn't have to worry about him stealing shit or nothing. I ain't got nothing upstairs, you know. The shower is yours, my friend. But long story short, don't do meth. And if you see somebody doing meth or that could be doing meth, just stay away from them. Don't try to help them. Don't try to change their way of life. It's already done, and the only thing that they can bring them back is probably rehab. And even that, even rehab is like you gotta like it's gotta be like I accidentally did meth for you to actually recover from meth. But if you doing meth, like you, that's literally you saying like I want to die, I want to die, I want to die. Like I don't want to be here anymore. I don't care about my body. Let's do meth. That's what happens when you do meth. And to submit those type of requests mentally and physically, if you speak it, it'll become so. So with that being said, you cannot do meth. Like just there's nothing else to say about it. Just don't do meth, and you'll always have an opportunity to live a better life. But if you do meth, you're done. Just say goodbye to your actual life. Say goodbye to happiness. Say goodbye to love. Say goodbye to freedom. Say goodbye to emotion. Say goodbye to self awareness, self love. Say goodbye to everything that made you feel like a human. Because when I walked in there and seen him, he didn't even look human. He didn't even look like he could hold himself up, like once he stood up. And I'm not saying that because he was like ill. I'm saying that because that's how much of a fucking meth head he was. And he was my landlord. And I was wondering why he would not pay all the money up front for the rent to be taken care of. Because if he did, I wouldn't have to pay rent for about like until May. I would be that far ahead with rent. But what he was doing was he was making it seem like I wasn't paying him enough. And then he would ask for more, like a couple hundred more. And I would eventually get it to him because he was so good at playing the victim and playing the, oh, we got some more bills. We got this, we got that. I'm like, bro, I already gave you 350. Like we should be ahead just by the 350. And you want me to give you $100, $200 extra? And even that's not really what you like what's gonna set you straight, because I can just tell by the look on your face. You want to ask me for like $500. I didn't realize that he was a meth head when I was giving him my money. The couple did that was living here. They realized it real quick. And I mean, I'm just a nice guy sometimes. I literally let it go to my head and I was like, hey, maybe he's really just old. Maybe he's really recovering something. He told me about all his wife died, his dog died, and then his kids don't love him no more. And I was like, damn, he must have really did something fucked up. Yeah, he fucking did meth. And his whole family does not fuck with him anymore. They hate him for it. And I mean, I don't got nothing to say about it, but just don't do meth. And that shit won't happen. But he didn't tell me about all that stuff, and so I don't feel bad for anybody who does meth. Let's just get that straight. Um, but yeah, I had court this morning. It was fun. Everything went as planned. I got me some coffee on the way out. It was a windy walk, but like I said, I had some coffee, and it honestly felt like a regular morning. Like it felt like a regular morning. But the best news that I heard today was that he's gonna do 9 years, no matter what. 9 years. There's literally nothing he can say to like, wow. And you'd think I thought I was be like, I thought I was becoming closer to him. I thought I was like being a better person, like getting to know him and shit, and encouraging him to do better. I don't know, but he did not like me not one bit, and I could tell by today he didn't like me at all, and that's why I couldn't look at him. I could not look him in the eyes. I couldn't even look at his head. Like I looked at his hair and his jumpsuit. That's it. Couldn't even look at his forehead. That's how bad it was. Like this man was bleeding internally, like because of the drugs. Like I literally thought he was not a meth head. He was a clean guy, and he was going to show up to court and actually have like some representation about himself. But this man showed up looking worse than when he went in, bruh. Like he was looking bad. And if you a regular guy who just smokes cigarettes and you trying to live your best life and you're not doing meth and you're not throwing yourself away and you're not throwing your happiness away, you're gonna show up with some hope. You're gonna show up with some confidence to say, hey, I might get this really taken down. I might like really be able to get out here soon. But what I saw in him was death. I saw complete death and nothing other than death. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, you do the crime, you got to pay the time. Like you got to do the time and pay the time. And sometimes your life, what's left in your life, doesn't do like it does. It won't. You won't be able to afford it. So basically, he's gonna live his the rest of his life in jail. Basically, I mean, I didn't do it. I didn't throw the speaker, but he he's gonna be in there for at least a decade, and that's not included what he gets, like the time he gets from yeah, this might go to trial. This might go to trial if he pleads not guilty, and then that'll make his sentence even worse. I'm not gonna lie, but if he pleads not guilty today, if he did that today, then 9 years is the maximum he'll serve, the maximum. But if he pleads not guilty, he'll have to go to court. I'll have to come back. We'll have to go in front of a jury. And then the jury will find out he pled not guilty. And then that's when they can decide if they want to add additional time for making them have to hear the case, blah, blah, blah. I mean, juries are not biased like that. So they gotta understand like how everything goes. But that's usually how it goes. Like if you gotta get because jury people are random people, like non-biased people, and they may not even be from the city that you're in. But like, think of how hard that is. That's a pretty hard process, and they get paid for it to show up. But still, like nobody wants to hear about no violence being committed anywhere. Like nobody wants to hear about that, and nobody wants to have to decide on the fate and the time that someone has to serve in prison. Like that's low key like subconsciously that is it's like I don't know. I feel like it's a burden. But like I said, if he does have to make a jury get involved, then they can say that they can add on time to the 9 years because they'll let them know, they'll let the jury know. I said about personally, I'm not like mad about it. I know he don't got no money to give me, so I already automatically threw that out. And I was like, once I realized that, I was like, I mean, shit, at least 2 to 3 years. I said three. After I said the two, I was like, two is too quick. Three. I think 3 years will be straight. And I was like, not including what he's already got pending against him. Not even gonna go into that conversation. But I was like, personally, between me and him, not including what he's already got, his felony that he's being convicted of, 2 to 3 years. And I was like, yeah, like 3 years. 3 years is good. They probably wanted me to say like fucking a decade or something like that, but I'm not that evil. Um, I already know like he's not gonna make it long in jail, but like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and try to make him even more miserable than he already is. Even though he tried to take my life, I'm not gonna be that guy to say, "Oh, well, shit, I think he should do 20 years," and then I have to live 20 more years with knowing that my words put someone in jail for more than a decade. That's kind of subconsciously like hard to deal with. So it's just like I was being real. I was thinking like if I was on meth and all that good shit and I had a chance to maybe lower my sentence and hopefully the person I threw a speaker at is not gonna make it seem like I tried to kill him, I would feel good about what I said today. But if I was a meth head and I knew that this person wanted me to stay and rot in prison for like forever, if I was a meth head, I'd probably try to be killing myself like today. today. Once I understood, like, if I got my sentencing today or if it's going to be later on, like, I would literally just try to end it. I would just try to end it all. And meth head users, I don't even think they think about suicide like that. So it's just like, I'm not about to try to be that type of guy and put him behind bars for even longer than, like, because I ain't never even heard that in like real life. Like, I ain't never heard somebody, like, I've seen it on TV, you see it on Facebook, all that. He's getting a life sentence, he's getting this, he's getting that. But for attorney to be like, this man that you know that you used to live with is getting 9 years, that's I don't even see like a relief, because usually when you tell a young brother that, they like, oh shit, I could do that, and then be good and then knock that out and then get parole after 2 to 4 years. 9 years to a meth head user with a felony already on his record? That almost sounds like he murdered me. It literally does. It sounds like he literally murdered me. Let me do a sound check because I feel like my audio is all fucked up. Okay, we good. We good. We good. Yeah. So I would, if I was him, I'd start praying to Jesus, and I talked to him about Jesus. I did. I was like, "Do you believe in Jesus? Do you?" I didn't say, "Do you believe in Jesus?" But I was like, "Do you ever just give all your problems to Jesus? Do you ever like ask Him for help? Do you ever think that maybe you don't deserve what you're going through?" And when I asked him that, he was like, mm. He literally was like on some like, nah, like I ain't never done that type of shit, and it didn't look like he was going to. But I was sitting there because I was like, bro, if you don't start talking to somebody about it, it may not got to be me. Like, I'm not no doctor or nothing, but I can refer you to a doctor, and that's Jesus Christ. And so when I brought up Jesus Christ, I was just like, hey man, have you and will you talk to him about this type of stuff? Like your illness, the fact that your wife died in front of you or something like that. And then I'm pretty sure he molested his son. And so those are three big problems in his life. And I was like, bro, okay, so I'm a naturally like pray for anybody that's going through some shit, but I'm not gonna sit there in front of you and be like, oh God, please make this person be good again, because that's just weird. That's super weird, and I don't support that type of stuff. But I will pray for you on my downtime, and that's something that I do to keep my conscience clear of ever, like, if something happened to him, I'd be like, oh shit, I know I've been praying good for him, so it's not gonna look like I'm like the, ha, you're in jail, I'm not, da da da. Like, no, I'm not that type of guy. I will never be that type of guy. And so, with that being said, I'm like I said, I'm not about to try to put somebody in jail for longer than what they need to be in there, because obviously the court is going to give them what they deserve. So it's like me trying to say, like, if I would have been like, oh, how about 5 years? Well, in the next 3 to 4 years, I'm gonna be like, damn, this nigga is still in jail. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, I feel bad, but like, once you really, once me, like, I'm talking about me now, once I literally clear everything out from my life that I'm worried about, I'm gonna make sure everybody that I've dealt with is like at least shooting to be on the right page. But if you got somebody like this dude who is all fucked up in the head and threw a speaker at my head, I'm not gonna make it worse on him by shooting for his life to be even more miserable down the road. Because you never know, down the road I could be like, oh shit, my bad, bro. Like, I'm over it. We cool. It was an accident. I've had accidents, like the scar right here, another scar right there. Like, it was an accident. But as of now, it's legally being testified and heard. So he could, like I said, he could either try to surrender and just say, I am guilty and I do not want to fight this case anymore, if he's smart. But if he's idiotic and wants to die in prison, then he'll say, I'm not guilty. And he will get his sentence increased to about 10 to 15 years at the minimum. 10 to 15 years, because if you fail after you say not, his attorney is probably like, bro, just don't do this, don't plead not guilty. But he has nothing to live for. So if I was him, I probably just go balls out too. But I think if he does not guilty, that's gonna make it worse for him. But like I said, hopefully his attorney is helping him out or something because it's not looking good for this guy. Whew. Oh, one last thing I forgot to add in. The fucking judge fucks with me. Okay, literally, let me make sure I'm not mute. Okay, literally, like towards the ending or midway through the questioning, the judge literally was like, so I'm the judge, and me, like, to this morning, I was sitting right there, and I'm the judge. He just chilling like this, looking at the defense attorney and shit, and just like kind of listening. And then he was like, "You're doing so great of a job," or he said something like, he was like, "You're doing so great." And right when he was about to say like great job, he's like, "You're doing a great job." Then the defense attorney started talking. He's like, I wanted to laugh and I wanted to be like, "Thank you." Aye, yeah, sir, yes, sir. Coming to your attention. I wanted to look at him and be like, "I know. Thank you." But I wasn't on that type of time, and I wasn't trying to do all that, you know. Um, I just was like, I just did a little, like, I didn't do a wink, but I was just like, I got you, like, I heard you, nigga, like, don't don't make this worse. Niggas be trying to make shit worse in the process, bro. Like, chill, bro. But nah. So we can watch a few things. Hold on. We can watch a few things really quickly because boy, it's been a morning. It's definitely been a morning. And you know what that means. Shit. Oh yeah, I did say I was gonna pull up some beats. Let's listen to some beats real quick, and then we can watch some videos. Some video scrolls. Dude, calling me bitch. Fucking calling me future type beat. Yeah, perfect. Let's see. I do gotta pee real quick. I'm not gonna lie. Here I'm gonna go pee really quickly. I'm trying to figure out what I want to set up for y'all. If I want to set a background or just like a, yeah, I'm gonna give you guys this black background. Well, actually, what does this one look like? Hold on. This is the background I'm gonna use. So BRB. I'll be right back. Whew, man, life is crazy. All right, let's get some beats going, man. Fuck the bullshit. I got copyrighted for this one.
So you're looking to make music? Well, Soundtrap is the perfect tool for you. Today I'm going to show you how to tune your vocals using Auto-Tune.
That works. We've actually used this one before. Let's see if we still have. No, I'm not even going. Not even going to take the chance. So I guess I haven't used this beat. Or this playlist. I guess this is okay. I need to get some more fucking themes on this mother lover. But it's okay for now. It is okay for now. fuck. I was looking for a game. Looking for a game we could play, but let me add in one more thing. Okay. So my roommate that I'm pretty cool with, like we cool. Him and his girl had to show up basically because they were there and the girlfriend called the cops or whatever. So I didn't know they were there at first. I thought it was just me, and I thought their shit was like a different day. And I walked in and I seen them. I fucking hate this. This nigga was like, they were like, she told me this in the hallway. She was like, don't talk to the other ones involved. Um, don't like say anything about it. Like they were like being serious. They were like, don't say a word. And I walk in and this nigga goes, hello there. I was like, bro, I was like, what's up? Like I wasn't gonna like ignore him. I was just like, what's up? Like I was letting him know, like I'll have a full conversation with you right now, but was hiding it. I should have said that, but I was just like, what's up? And then nothing was said after that. And then after I got done testifying, they were like, all right, let's bring the next person in, which was the roommate, the boyfriend, not the girlfriend. The girlfriend, she cool. I just, I'm just cooler with the boyfriend. But basically they were letting him in and they were letting me out. And I could feel the nervousness on this nigga. Like, so I'm walking out and I'm trying to figure out how to walk around my district attorney without like making it seem like I'm just about to leave. And so she kind of walked towards the door, but stood to the word like in the middle of the gallery or whatever gallery. I don't know. She stood in the middle and just kind of like basically like opened her shoulder like the bride was about to walk down the aisle. And so I was like, shit, this is my time to just like go through here and just like leave. And then once she did that, I just kind of like stood. Like, I did the same thing. I just kind of opened my shoulder, and then you can see this nigga walking up, and then it was kind of awkward, low key, because like we were all trying to enter and exit at the same time. Like it was four of us. It was me, the district attorney, standing next to each other, and then it was my roommate. I'm not gonna say his name because like it's kind of weird right now since we in this case or whatever. But it was me and the district attorney standing next to each other, and then him and like the district attorney's assistant, and she was looking kind of bad, but they were standing next to each other, and we were like all just trying to walk through the door at one time. Not the district attorney; it was me trying to leave, and then the assistant and Kobe trying to like walk in. I accidentally said his name. His name's Kobe, but they were trying to come in or whatever, and I didn't want to seem like I was like just trying to peace out or whatever, so I let them come in or whatever, and then I let Kobe came in first, and then I left. Well, actually, no, I left first. Yeah, I left first, and I like walked into the hallway to like see if anybody else needed my like assist, like app or presence or whatever, and so. And so basically I'm like I'm in the hallway now, and then the attorney, or not the attorney general, the district attorney's assistant was talking to like the younger assistant, and she was like, you can go sit in there and just watch or something like that. Yeah, cause I don't know where the fuck she was when I was getting fucking heard about. Like this fucking. So, anyways, nobody came in with me. I went in by myself, and so then when he came in, he went in first, and then the district attorney's assistant, told the younger assistants, she was like like my age. She was kind of bad, and she was talking to the younger assistant. She was like, "You can just go in there and sit and watch." And I thought she was talking to me, and I like started to walk back in, and she was like, "No, not you, her." And I was like, "Oh, my bad. That would look kind of stupid, like just going in there to fucking listen to this nigga's testimony." But when I seen him the first one, like when I seen him walking into the hallways, it's like he was like looking for me, like to be like sad or depressed or something like that. But like he was like kind of looking, because a lady was talking to him right here, and then another lady was walking with him side by his side. And he was like kind of looking over like her head, because she was like in the paper like this, and he was like kind of like trying to see if I was gonna be like mad or like fuck this nigga, talk about some shit with this nigga. But like I just looked at him and I was like, I kind of gave him that. You know, when you look at somebody and you both worrying about the same thing, like how'd it go? Like, were you nervous? Like, am I gonna be nervous? You kind of just give them that. Like, play the game. Like, don't like just try to make it seem like this nigga is a fucking dumbass. Cause I feel like once that nigga seen what shape the felon was in, he was probably just gonna let all his tears out, all of it. Cause the homie, which is the roommate, he got scratched by the speaker. The speaker hit my head. He got scratched by it. So I was like, bruh, I gave him that, bruh. Just say what you already thought you was gonna say, because you probably gonna want to say 10 times more walking in here. So, but yeah, I just gave him that little head bob, that little. It's nothing to worry about. But I could literally feel his nervousness. Like I could feel his loss of breath. Like like this nigga, like not me, but like the landlord, like how bad he's looking and shit. I don't know what that nigga gonna say about it. He probably gonna try to keep it neutral, biased, non-biased, but that's his job. He's not supposed to side with me or with the landlord. He's just supposed to tell his part. So, but yeah, man, crazy stuff, man. You think I'm just some guy just streaming on YouTube? Oh, I gotta go through all this bullshit. But yeah, shit's wild. Okay, so I got a video pulled up for us. Oh fuck. You can listen to a couple more beats and I'm gonna finish smoking and then we can get right on it. I can't I can't believe they actually was like I know he didn't have this one written on because I just know like he would ask this one like from the jump, but and old dude probably could have been like, yeah, he might have my jacket on, but bro, this nigga literally like, here you go, 2 jackets. I know it's gonna get cold, and this was when it was like September, November. This was like when we was not even thinking about it getting cold. Like it was like 80 in December, and I was like, "What the fuck is this nigga giving me jackets?" I didn't really need them low key, but kept working, and I needed them. I needed one of them, like a couple days maybe, and I left it with my boss. That's why that's why I lost it. But crazy, man. People really throw a speaker at your head and still try to make you feel like the bad guy. My guy. Now, this is one instance to where I'll say somebody is down bad. I've never really said like anybody is down bad. Like, I don't even really know what that means, but I guess it means like you down, you don't got no money, you don't got no hoes, you don't got nothing. I don't know. I've never really been called down bad, but I guess it's something that you don't want to be. All right, y'all ready to watch this video? Because I definitely am. Some street racing stuff. No, we haven't watched any street racing in a while. Okay, let's go ahead and find this video. Why the fuck is it so cold? I'm gonna just go ahead and pause this. Ouch.
Go! Capacity, guys. I think we're a little bit beyond the capacity here. 1, 2, 3. Look at this! This is Texas, baby! vibes, day 4. About to hit the mall up, take a little chill pill, and then we'll get back to some racing tonight. All right, we're out the Galleria. Miss Kevin Gates by a cunt here, but back to the hotel we go. Old girl might be broke at it. It might just be a vacuum line or something small, but we noticed the blow-off valve's not opening on Chapla's car, so we're trying to figure that out before the night starts. This'll do it. Gotta get any one of these bad boys so we don't have a vacuum leak. And just be back and good and go.
But I don't know if it's in the same spot, I think.
Old boy over there's got a whole damn Summit Racing in that trailer, so he's able to get a T, and we're gonna throw one of these on. Let's see if old girl opens.
Starting an online store is easier than you think. Let me show you how to quickly open one with Shopify.
We got another, you know the vibes. Different state. Dude, that ZR1 is. Alright guys, so we're walking out back since these fuckers don't want to risk breaking their cars an eighth of a mile. Ooh, Phonem's out and about, brother. Yes, sir. TX2K, brother. Yeah. Damn, can't handle 400 horsepower. That's crazy. Getting everything ready to go. And we're heading out for the last night of racing, baby. So stay tuned. If you guys are new, like, comment, subscribe. And if you haven't seen the last 2 videos of the Texas streets, check them out because they are absolutely gangster. Hey, Jeff, about that race last night, buddy? It's gonna go a little bit different tonight, buddy. I knew it. What are you doing over there, Jeff? What are you doing over there?
Don't kick me, don't kick me, don't kick me.
Motherfucker's sitting over there. What's his side skirt doing, bro?
Make a couple bands by my lonely.
Random TX2K stuff. So nasty. Well, I know where they're waiting.
No, bro, there's kids standing in a fucking circle. Unless that's
Those were the cops.
No way.
Yes.
Bro.
I know where we're going. This spot's gangster. We gotta run it back now that your car's straight. Ooh. And another one. Oh, I think that car used to be white last year. 2 years ago. That Turbo Guard ain't gonna save much with no bumper, brother. Jappa. I think I found something slow enough for you, dude. Fucking idiots in the diesels ruining everything over here. Yeah, buddy. Wait till this thing gets dick small. Oh, he's got the gap cam on. Looks like all the Lambos and built ZR1 just pulled out, so we are going to be pulling out with them. Game time, baby. Fly past every light you have to. Oh my.
Don't pay full price on Apple when you can do this instead.
Be Capital One shopping. So
My God! There's fucking 50 cats! Go, speed up! There's only 50 cats in that gas station! Oh, dude, this is about to be literally crazy. I'm literally freaking out. Good. Let's just hop right in here. Oh, yes! Yes! Dude! you're good. Woo! GTR didn't make it. He's in that group with all them. Dude, something's not good at that. Look. You see? I mean, all these cars here, I'm sure there's E. Wasn't. Dad.
Damn.
Dude, that white Trackhawk, I'm gonna get a nut. Oh my god, that's literally exactly what I need. Let him come by. Dude, that's literally verbatim what I want. Oh, there he is. R8. Pull up. Oh, there he is.
Where?
Oh no, this is V. Where the fuck did he go? I think we're past capacity, guys. I think we're a little bit beyond the capacity here. The burnout or did someone break? About to go run this Camaro with the chute. And Taylor again. Is that a McLaren or is that the R8 that got pulled over? Oh, it's a fat bump. Oh, it is a McLaren. Oh, yeah, plaid. He said act natural. I tell him to come follow us. Yeah. Come on, bro, come on, we gonna run, bro.
Back when I started
I'm
Albion
fucking
Online,
dead.
and I was kinda worried about how to play.
Shut
Got on the highway at the right time. He's smoking, dude. Look up! He just blew the fuck up!
It's on fire.
Damn. quality
He's on
is.
fire. He's on fire. He's on fire. He's still on
Bro,
fire.
I knew it was smoking.
He's still on fire.
These niggas to the rescue.
You got an extinguisher? Woo!
Oh, it's still on fire.
It's still going. It's still going under here on the left. Here. I don't know what it is.
This nigga. You gotta shake that mod. What do you say? You gotta shake it.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Hey, what? Get up, Shit. Bro, those flames were ginormous. I feel so bad for him. And I feel so bad for him. Hey, make sure you clean your tires off. Run, pussy! The cops did not stop coming. I was just a couple more that just went by. They're all heading there.
Yeah, you know how many people.
Oh, yes, sir. We got the whole gang coming.
Da-da-da.
All day to spend here without the car, so we're probably gonna be Ubering everywhere. And wow, that looks very good. Fastlane Auto.
Could have swore we watched this
channel.
yesterday.
Once that is finished up, which is
I
it's
don't
coming on
remember
that.
it,
So
though.
appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you in the next one. Motherfucker just drove that thing back.
Oof, man. I don't think we watched this one.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a whole online shopping.
I need to
routine.
shut
First
up, and I
step,
just know it. I
laptop.
just
Step
know
2,
it.
make sure Honey is on my browser. Honey automatic.
We bring the super out today, boys. Alrighty, y'all. We're pulling up to a Bombshells meet tonight. This is the second official meet of Texas 2K that I know of. And we're bringing out the Supra. The weather is less than ideal, but it's close enough to my house to where if it gets bad, we can just go home. So we're going to pull up, see what's cracking. I think another wide-body Supra is going to be here all the way from Dallas. So if he shows up, we're going to check his car out. And hopefully some other sick builds show up. So we're almost there. Let's enjoy the show. This is Jordan's first appearance in the Texas 2K series, and her big brother Jeremy, her big little brother. Brought the Supra out today. Just got it washed the other day, and now my first drive. It is absolutely filthy. Thank you, Houston Roads. But we have car meets to attend. We have videos to film. And there's enough wild boys out here that'll show up tonight, I know it. Speaking of which, here come the Moo-Tangs. Very nice. This dude might be the craziest of them all. He's coming in a single cab F-150 on freaking slicks in the rain. That's TX2K for you, baby. GT500. Okay. We do got some wild fast boys out here. I dig this color. And right on St. Patty's Day too. Let me know, is this more of a yellow or a green for the luck of the Irish? Are you guys wearing green? I know Mike is. Oh yeah, got that 392 thing. Mr. Scat Pack Carter in the building. Quite a loud car right there. Ooh. That boy bagged. Very clean, wide body FRS. I miss you, Blue Bunny. We got the brother from Dallas, the HKS wide body Supra. We're reuniting them. We've seen this car up at Cars and Cantina once before. But having the HKS full wide body kit and the Pandem wide body kit side by side, that's gonna be something special. Nice. Alright, y'all, we're about to go inside, but it was really cool checking out the HKS full wide body Supra. They still have that in a couple weeks. We're going to link up with them up in Dallas because that's where they're from. But super cool to meet another badass Supra owner. But now, we got to fill this YouTuber tummy. So let's go eat some pizza, baby. Alrighty, that was a delicious pizza we just consumed. Looks like the wide body Supra has left, but we got replaced with a cool, clean C5 Corvette. People still showing up. There's some cops over there. Let's go take a look around the meet, see what showed up. Got a clean 17 plus GTR. And my favorite thing to see, the cars with no hoods. Now this thing doesn't have anything popping out the hood, but it still looks pretty intimidating. It is better hope it does not rain any more than it already has. Would anyone like some corn on the cob? Yikes. Alright, we got some GTR over here. Some good looking hood pop GTR. Looks good to me. Very nice. Probably 1,000 horsepower. Got the cops rolling in, gonna surround us. But it's all good, because we can just sit here and look at this GTR and Jordan dance. I hear him coming from every angle. There's one just pulled in the parking lot over there. There's another one, Oh boy, here comes another one. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. There he is. He's got the sign, no burnout, no revving. Got the whole entire. Hey, they gotta call somebody that has an AI. They gotta call I was like, it's fine. No, it's fine. What happened, Sean?
Apparently they got a call stating someone had an AR and they fired a round off.
Oh my god, bro.
Apparently, but we're saying it's a car.
It was most definitely a car.
Oh, yeah.
No burnout, no revving. This is nuts, bro. What up, my man? They pulled up fast on us, 4 deep. One's over in the other parking lot. Dang. TX2K be like.
No burnout, no revving! Hey, some here. Hey, what that sign say, my boy? Yes!
Oh my god, they got more rolling up over there on us. Holy, there's like 8 cops here now. I think they're just coming to keep us safe. I don't think they're going to shut anything down tonight.
Beep beep.
Now the fast boys are rolling up. Maybe the not so fast boys. So that was a pretty positive cop interaction. They pulled up like 6, 7 deep because apparently someone got a call, someone shot a gun. And I guess after they found out that there was no gun, they left because it was one of those chill meets. I'm glad that went well and they didn't kick everybody out and nobody got rowdy. So +1 to the Houston car scene. Numbers. That means he's got the track. That means he means business.
I'm about to hop on my bed. With that said, alrighty.
I'm dating the hot Cheeto girl.
Yeah.
CR1, baby. This dude's riding with the boys. That's me.
Oh my goodness. It's the new generation of gaming. Capital One Shopping is amazing.
If you're
He's got a Minion Nexus 5.0 badge. Very nice. A little minion. Oh, is it? That's what it says. We're trading 2 Miatas for 1 boosted Mustang. The Mustang boys are headed out. pulled up out of their jurisdiction. They grabbed this kid and slammed him up against the back of the car, bro. Jaywalking, bro. No way. That man knew his rights. He was a military cop. Free country. Look out of here now. Hey, I gotta go back to Houston. So what's the situation, Mike? Are they out of their jurisdiction? Way out of their jurisdiction. We out here in Mexico. Out of your jurisdiction. Go back to Houston. The rain's kind of picking up and dying off enough for some people to head out. I'm just concerned about that dude over there with no hood. We're praying for him. Let's play How Dumb Can You Be? Episode 500,000. Let's see who the dumbest person is sliding their car in the rain and end up in that ditch over there. All these boys that think they can drift. Oh, another HPD officer. Uh-oh.
That's where the BMW stealthy part comes in.
Yes. Oh yeah, there's a cop right down there. Let's see if he gets him. They're gonna get him for sure. All right, Mike's calling. They're probably gonna get this guy for sure.
No, he just did it and they went right by him.
Yeah, they're he's getting ready. I feel like the dudes with the faster cars are the smarter guys. They ain't trying to get sideways and everything. They're just rolling out. For reference, the light right there is the cop. On the slicks and skinnies, a safe drive home tonight. This is not very ideal driving conditions for those guys.
I missed you.
He almost crashed too. God, man.
That means they can send it for us.
We need a sign that says safety to the pool. Like I had that sign.
Our sign says cop, no cop.
Cop, flip it over, no cop. Yes.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 makes distractions instantly disappear with the most advanced smartphone camera yet. Google Pixel 6.
I played Genshin Impact for 2 weeks and got to level 15.
I played for 1 week and got to level 20.
There's your dream car, Mike.
No. If it's an SRT.
I have to pee again. I'm actually just gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna play some PUBG. So go ahead and check out my TikTok, my Instagram, all that good stuff. The link should be in either my Twitch biograph or my YouTube biograph. So just check one of those out, and